Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's a beautiful day here in the Philippines, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. It already feels like a long day for me because we got up at 3 something in the morning and drove up to Iloilo City, and we went to the Super, which is the big, huge wet market up there. And we took Paul and Anna with us. We drove to their house, got them. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law went, and so we had a little truckload early in the morning, and we went to go buy up meats and vegetables and ingredients and everything, because tomorrow here is Fiesta. And so different barangays have their fiestas at different times. Paul and Anna's barangay happens to be at Fiesta time the same time ours is. So they needed to buy up stuff, and we need to buy up stuff. And Paul and Anna already had family early this morning to butcher a pig that they have there as well. It's been a busy morning, and I see the crew walking up right now. They're getting here and they're about to get started. And let me show you what they've done here so far. I know it's a dirty mess right now, but so far we have got about half of the living room tiled. It's still under construction, but it's looking good nonetheless. Down this side last night, before we called it a night, we stacked stuff so somebody wouldn't come walking through here, step on tiles that was still in wet mortar. And here on the front of the house, Ambin stone the cladding underneath this little front window up here, and he's working on a place up high in the front over there at the moment, using the small cladding again. Got our bed frame here ready to put together. Bought a toilet for the Master CR up at Wilcon's. This is a European brand, and Mel and I, they had so many choices. Your brain just blow up out of the choices sometimes. You know, you're like, my God, which one do you choose? And finally, we decided, and we chose this particular one, and I'll show you when I assemble it and install it. Well, everybody's still preparing for Fiesta, and I've been out here doing finish on the door. I did the other side this morning, and I just did this side right now. And I'll let it cure out, dry good, and I'll come back and put a second coat on it here in just a little while. Do a little light sanding. In fact, I see a couple places I want to touch up right now. Yep. Holiday girl. We only see her on holiday, so I'm gonna start calling you Holiday. Hey, Holiday, what's up? Man, that fish looks good. Boy, that smells good. Is that those from Paul and Anna? Or is these some you bought? Oh, because those aren't ripe yet from her, are they? This is Jonah Lynn's sister right here, the aunt to the twins. Well, I've been working on my front door here. Notice that we had the tiles on the floor when we were in there tiling at the front door. We had them level. We checked the level again on them. And we checked the level of this door, how we had hung it there in the jamb. And it showed to be completely plumb, and it showed to be completely level. Any direction you checked it. And I said, well, something's wrong, because when you're swinging it around, it's dragging there. Well, it turns out the door is not square. And you know, this just made on a shop in the side of the road, you know, and I just don't know how fine they check these things. It's not like it's coming out of a factory with all these calibrated machines and all that. This is hand craftsman work, and a lot of times they just leave it up to the masons to do all the fine tuning. So upon checking out the bottom of it right here, found out that it was like a 1/4 inch difference over here on this one side than it was on the other, and it was kind of wavy all across the bottom. So went ahead and just planed it out, worked it out, no big deal. It's just part of it, I guess. And I've got some epoxy here with some sawdust in it that's setting up and hardening right now, where there was a gap in the door down through here. And they had done a repair as well on this door, actually in a lot of places, every one of these doors, with like a body filler or something like that. And some of it wasn't very good, and I've had to add more layers to it. And this had a split in it right here, and I added more layers of or more epoxy in right there. And the same thing, I got it all kind of sawdusted up. You can see here's other places where they put body filler all over these doors. I did the bedroom door here. I think it looks beautiful myself. Same thing, body fillers was used in places. I had to go back in and put more of it in some of the places. Some of it had divots and all, but I'm happy with it. I think it looks really nice, and it didn't take weeks. It did not take weeks at all. So some of you's been with me for a while. You might remember when I had Bonbon, same guy, make me all of these little pieces of wood right here. And for you that don't know what these are for, or you're new to the channel and you haven't been around that long or something, I will tell you what I had all these made for. And these are all also made out of teak wood. What these are for is for my LED lights. If some of you been around for a while, you might remember in the past, last year when I had these made and I've had them in storage, you know, grab the opportunity when you have the chance to get stuff done here in the Philippines, even if it's way ahead of time. And so all of these right here, I had them made for my LED lights. Now, of course, in my comment section, I already seen people say, you know, oh, those LEDs are gonna burn out and all. You know, they got that heat sink on the back and all. I've been running LED lights at my house in the US and here in the Philippines for years. And I'm very knowledgeable to know what this is in a heat sink. In fact, my father used to own a factory, and he specialized like in aluminum parts, and they made a lot of heat sinks and things like that. Aluminum manufacturing company. They did windows and doors. That was their glazing department. They made what a part of the company called small parts, that they made random small parts for different companies they'd land a contract with. They made casings for all different kinds of equipment, radar detectors and radars and all kinds of stuff, and a lot of heat sinks. So yeah, I'm very familiar about heat sinks. Now, the thing is that you see these embedded boxes up here in my ceiling everywhere, all throughout the home, except the center one there is for a ceiling fan. The rest are for LED lights. And these boxes will go up on that concrete ceiling there, right over that junction box. And this is a place for my LED light to go. And it gives it space down from inside that little junction box up there. And it'll also get a little bit of room to breathe. Now these things, these days, don't get near as hot is some of your earlier, older lights and all. The technology is always improving, and let me show you how this is installing in here. So we got the light right here. It's going to go through there. You're going to have this little tab, and let me bend this other little spring tab up. It's going to pop in, and it's going to be just like that. These are tricolor lights, so when you flip them on one time, they're a cool white, next time a daylight, next time they're a warm white, each time you flip them, so you can adjust the mood in the room. Have this nice little ring and all here to them. So this is what it looked like before, all just square and everything. And this is what it looks like now after I router these. Isn't that nice looking? Really an improvement. So that right there is what I'm here working on doing, and then this mounts right up onto the ceiling, right there over those boxes, and it'll get all finished out and looking really beautiful. And here's a couple more as well, sitting over here in the shadows, but these are going to look absolutely beautiful up there. I let the guys off work early today, so they just tiled for a while. They probably got another 3 foot across in the room. Ambin put the bottom row of black stone in all the way around down through here. On the side of the floor it's done. Then we'll come back and clean those up and put the sealer on those as well. I need to go pick up another can of that sealer, and so we will be getting those sealed in so you don't have that little gray like looking area around the bottom right there. But it's so nice to see this coming in and being finished, and there's going to be little wood accents. Like I say, it'll be wood going up with some LED lights around that. There's going to be some little wood caps around the top of this black stone, this black marble. I think that's going to be a nice accent, and give the house a little bit of character. I think it's absolutely beautiful myself. And as for me, I am one dirty Mohican. I just got this stuff stuck to me because I've been sweating, and all this wood and everything is sticking. Been working on finishing doors. That is part of it, and I enjoy every bit of it. I love doing this kind of work. Once again, people say, how soon are you gonna finish your house? It's taking you forever. Well, we have been working for 9 months. Now that's real work. Of course, we went to the US and it sat here dormant during that time. And then we come back and work. Sometimes we have to wait a couple of weeks or something with the quarantine stuff and all that before we can actually get back to working. So we have 9 months of real work time. Now that's 9 months of building this house, from digging down deep into the earth, from removing a big old tree, sitting, you know, this house started a story below the ground, putting in footings and all down in there to hold all the structure up, putting in, you know, all all your piers, your tie beams, coming all the way up everything here. This is embedding electrical in as we go. This is embedding plumbing as we go. Same time we've built all of this with these verandas and all. We've built the boat ramp going out to the beach where the sea used to be right at the boat ramp until that sandbar come up there. Sandbar will go away again. It just takes the right storm. We've done our septic. We built an outdoor bathroom. We have built fences. We've built fish ponds. We've built a big cistern down the ground. We've done landscaping beds and sidewalks, and we've done driveway, you know, all of these things. Plus we take time for ourselves, and we don't show every video of everywhere we go because we do need some privacy to our life, but we get out and we enjoy as well, more so than you all know. And so you know, 9 months, that's 9 months. Now let's think about that. A child takes a woman 9 months from conception to birth, and sometimes closer to 10, to give birth to a child. So in that same amount that it takes God to do his work, it's the same amount of time that it's taken us to do almost all of this work. And that ain't half bad. And it's been paid for out of pocket. And that didn't mean we just had a big old lump that we showed up here with. We've earned the money and we built as we went. And I rather spend, going back and forth, I rather spend, you know, 2 or 3 years on the total project. You know, that's the whole time. That ain't months of building, but you know, it's going back and earning all that. I rather give 3 years of my life than I give 30, or I give 20, or I even give 15. Making payments and then paying on the interest and all of the other nonsense and finance charges and all for so long. So yeah, I'd rather give 3 than give 30, and y'all remember that. A lot of fellow expats do the same thing. They come here, they build on their home, they stop it, they go back, they are preparing for retirement, they're not retired yet, they go back, they earn some money again for a while, they're saving, they come back here again, they build a little bit more, and then they eventually move here and they have a place ready for them when they get here. Filipinos themselves do the same thing, and this goes on in many places around the world. You're not given this hardcore deadline like you are in the U.S. From the time you break ground, you better have that house done, or you're going to have to do these penalties and that penalties and all of that. But when you're building like this, and over, at least in this country here, and there's other countries just like it, you know, you don't have this hard set completion time, and it's a whole lot more relaxed. And that's one of the reasons we're here. It's a whole lot more relaxed. And I'm enjoying this build. You know, just stare at the TV, you know, every day right here. Looking out here and seeing that boat sitting out there on the beach. Seeing these guys out there at Melinda's volleyball net, all out there playing volleyball. The children playing out there right now on that little float barge that my neighbor built next door here. The family out there preparing food for Fiesta tomorrow. Butchering a pig. The ladies working on cooking up and preparing food. We're all here harmonizing. We're all doing our thing. And I'm here building, and I'm building a place where we can enjoy these things. And I can enjoy these things. And so it's okay with me if it takes a little time, because I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It has its stressful days. Don't get me wrong. It has its stressful days, because sometimes you got to deal with the human element of other people's problems and all that. But you got to set all that aside and keep your eye on the ball. And this is an enjoyable journey. So many of your comments tell me all the time, you know, I bought my lot 7 years ago. I bought a lot 5 years ago. We bought our property. We bought a farm. We haven't built our house yet, or we built a simple house. Now we're going to build a better house, and I'm preparing to come there. I'm about to retire anytime. And you also tell me that my videos inspire you, And I'm inspiring you right now that if you're going to do this, enjoy it. And if there's anybody that's causing you stress and taking away the happiness from your build, just remove that person causing you stress, because there's plenty more to replace them, and keep your build happy. Keep it happy. Well, my sweet little niece is calling my name over here right now, so they need me for something. I'm gonna close this video out today. Tomorrow is Fiesta here. I've got a whole bunch of expats that's gonna be here tomorrow, expat couples, and I hope to have a wonderful time with them. We have a couple that's coming we've never met before, that's new to the group and the area, so I look forward to meeting them. And maybe I will video them tomorrow. Maybe this time I will. And fellow vlogger Tito Tim's gonna be here again. So looking forward to it. I hope that all of you out there have a wonderful day, a wonderful night wherever you're at, and God bless. And meanwhile, I'm gonna get with this pretty little girl right here and see what she needs, and we'll talk to you later.